Welcome, seekers of wisdom. Today we delve into an ancient philosophy, Stoicism, a guide for both men and women. Stoicism, an enduring philosophy, was birthed in the heart of Athens, a city that was once the epicenter of intellectual thought and learning in the ancient world. Its founder, Zeno of Citium, was a merchant who turned to philosophy after a shipwreck in Athens left him without material possessions. This transformative event led him to the Stoa Poikile, or the painted porch, where he would teach his philosophies that would later be known as Stoicism. During the 3rd century BC, Stoicism began to take shape, its roots firmly planted in the fertile intellectual soil of Athens. Zeno, with his teachings, introduced the world to a philosophy that championed tranquility, virtue, and the acceptance of life's inevitable ebb and flow. His ideas resonated with the Athenians, who were no strangers to the unpredictable nature of life. From these humble beginnings in Athens, Stoicism began to spread, its seeds carried by the winds of thought and discourse. The philosophy's emphasis on virtue, inner peace, and resilience in the face of adversity found fertile ground in the hearts of many across Greece and Rome. Prominent figures like the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic himself, carried the torch of Stoicism forward. His personal writings, now known as the Meditations, serve as a testament to the enduring relevance of Stoic principles. As the centuries rolled on, Stoicism, like a river, continued to flow, carving its path through the landscape of human thought. Its impact was significant, shaping the philosophies and ideologies that followed. Stoicism stood as a beacon, a guiding light in the tumultuous sea of life, illuminating the path towards inner peace and virtue. Thus began the journey of Stoicism from Athens to the world. Stoicism stands on 4 cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Firstly, let's talk about wisdom, the virtue that governs the intellectual domain. In the Stoic perspective, wisdom isn't just about accumulating knowledge. It's about understanding the nature of things and making sound judgments. It's about discerning what is within our control and what isn't, and acting accordingly. The Stoic philosopher Seneca beautifully encapsulates this when he says, "True wisdom is to keep ever in mind and to remember that all things are our acquaintances rather than our belongings." Next, we have courage, which isn't merely about physical bravery, but rather about moral courage. It's about standing up for what's right, even when it's difficult or unpopular. It's about facing adversity, not with fear, but with resilience and determination. As Epictetus, the former slave-turned Stoic philosopher, once said, "It is not death or pain that is to be feared, but the fear of pain or death." Justice, the 3rd pillar of Stoicism, is about fairness and treating others with respect and kindness. It's about recognizing our interconnectedness and understanding that our actions impact others. It's about striving for a just society where everyone is treated with dignity. Seneca, once again, puts it succinctly, "Treat your inferiors as you would be treated by your superiors." Lastly, we have temperance, the virtue of self-restraint and moderation. It's about not being a slave to our desires and passions. It's about understanding that excess often leads to harm, and that satisfaction lies in simplicity. Epictetus wisely advises, "No great thing is created suddenly, any more than a bunch of grapes or a fig." These virtues form the backbone of Stoic philosophy, guiding its followers towards a life of tranquility and virtue. The Stoics believed that by cultivating these virtues, one could lead a fulfilling life, undisturbed by external events. As Seneca puts it, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." In essence, to be a Stoic is to strive for these virtues, using them as a compass to navigate life's turbulent seas. Stoicism stands on 4 cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues form the backbone of Stoic philosophy, guiding its followers towards a life of tranquility and virtue. Stoicism isn't just a philosophy, it's a way of life. To truly grasp the depth of Stoicism, we must delve into its practices. Stoicism, at its core, embodies the practice of mindfulness and acceptance. It encourages us to live in the present moment, to be fully aware of our surroundings, and to accept the world as it is, rather than how we wish it to be. A pivotal concept in Stoicism is living according to nature. But what does this truly mean? For Stoics, nature is rational and ordered. Living in accordance with nature doesn't mean roaming the wilderness barefoot. Instead, it means understanding our place in the world, recognizing our roles, and fulfilling them to the best of our abilities. It's about accepting the natural order of things and finding peace in that acceptance. Let's take a moment to picture an oak tree. It doesn't worry about the weather or the seasons. It simply grows, responding to the world as it is, not as it wishes it to be. The oak tree, in its silent wisdom, is a Stoic. It accepts the world, adapts to it, and thrives. That's what Stoicism asks of us, to be adaptable, resilient, and accepting. Another intriguing practice is negative visualization. This is not about being a pessimist, but rather preparing oneself for potential adversities. Imagine losing what you hold dear. How would you cope? By contemplating these scenarios, we learn not to take things for granted. We become prepared for life's inevitable ups and downs. We become resilient. These practices, mindfulness, acceptance, living according to nature, and negative visualization, they don't just shape our understanding of Stoicism, they shape our lives. They teach us how to navigate the world, how to handle adversity, and most importantly, how to find peace amidst chaos. Stoicism teaches us to control what we can and accept what we cannot. In the grand scheme of things, what we can control is our attitudes, our responses, and our actions. Everything else? Well, that's just nature doing its thing. Stoicism, though ancient, finds profound relevance in our modern world. This might seem surprising at first, but delve a little deeper and you'll find that the principles of Stoicism are timeless, resonating across the centuries. In the hustle and bustle of our modern lives, stress and anxiety often become unwelcome companions. The always-on, interconnected world can leave us feeling overwhelmed and out of control. Yet Stoicism provides a set of tools to help us navigate these turbulent waters. It teaches us that while we cannot control the world around us, we can control our reactions to it. This small shift in perspective can have a profound impact on our stress levels and overall well-being. Imagine the freedom of letting go of things beyond your control, of focusing your energy on your actions, your responses, your thoughts. This is the essence of Stoicism, and it's a concept that's as relevant today as it was 2,000 years ago. Furthermore, Stoic principles have found their way into modern psychology, particularly within cognitive behavioral therapy or CBT. CBT, a popular form of psychotherapy, emphasizes the importance of our thoughts in determining our feelings and behaviors. This echoes the Stoic belief that it's not events themselves that disturb us, but our interpretation of these events. By changing our thought patterns, we can change our emotional responses. Stoicism also offers guidance in our pursuit of happiness. It reminds us that true happiness doesn't lie in external possessions or achievements, but in virtue and wisdom. In a world obsessed with material wealth and social status, this is a reminder we desperately need. So, whether you're battling stress and anxiety, seeking happiness, or simply trying to live a more meaningful life, Stoicism has something to offer. Its ancient wisdom has stood the test of time, proving relevant and helpful in our complex, fast-paced modern world. In the chaos of modern life, Stoicism offers a beacon of serenity and control. Stoicism offers wisdom for everyone, regardless of their walk of life. It is a philosophy that does not discriminate, it does not segregate. It is not confined to any particular gender, age, or occupation. It is a system of ethics, a way of life that can be embraced by one and all. Whether a student grappling with the pressures of academia, a parent navigating the challenges of raising a child, a professional dealing with the stresses of the corporate world, or an artist seeking inspiration amidst the chaos of life, Stoicism offers solace, strength, and guidance. It teaches us to focus on what is within our control and let go of what is not. Even the mightiest of rulers have sought wisdom in Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, was a devout Stoic, his meditations offering profound insights into the Stoic way of life. His rule was marked by wisdom, justice, and a deep understanding of the human condition. The echoes of his Stoic teachings can still be heard today, resonating in the hearts and minds of modern Stoics. In the present day, the influence of Stoicism is far from waning. It is seen in the words of successful entrepreneurs, the actions of influential athletes, and the works of acclaimed artists. Tim Ferriss, a renowned author and entrepreneur, regularly draws upon Stoic principles in his work. Tom Brady, the celebrated American footballer, has often spoken about the role of Stoicism in his career and life. Stoicism is not confined to the annals of history or the pages of textbooks. It is a living, breathing philosophy that exists in our everyday lives, in our struggles, our victories, our joys, and our sorrows. It is a philosophy that encourages us to live with dignity, courage, and resilience, to embrace the ebb and flow of life with equanimity. In essence, Stoicism is a philosophy for life, a philosophy for all. It is a beacon of wisdom that guides us through the tumultuous seas of existence, leading us towards a life of virtue, tranquility, and fulfillment. From the humblest citizen to the mightiest emperor, Stoicism provides a guide for living a good life. The path of Stoicism is a journey, not a destination. A profound statement that encapsulates the essence of Stoicism. This ancient philosophy isn't a quick fix or a shortcut to happiness. It's a lifelong commitment, a continuous process of learning, growing, and becoming. Stoicism is about embracing reality, accepting the world as it is, not as we wish it to be. It's about understanding that we can't control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond. This wisdom doesn't come overnight. It requires patience, perseverance, and practice. Imagine Stoicism as a mountain. We start our journey at the base, surrounded by the fog of our own misconceptions and misunderstandings. But with each step we take, with each Stoic principle we integrate into our lives, the fog starts to clear. We begin to see the world more clearly, to appreciate the beauty in the everyday, and to understand our place within it. Our journey up the mountain is not always easy. There will be challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But these are not obstacles to our progress. They are opportunities for growth. Each challenge is a chance to apply our Stoic principles, to test our resilience, and to deepen our understanding. And as we ascend, we begin to feel a sense of peace and tranquility. We stop worrying about the things we can't control and start focusing on the things we can. We become more resilient, more compassionate, and more content. We become better versions of ourselves. But remember, the goal of Stoicism is not to reach the summit of the mountain. There is no endpoint, no final destination. The journey itself is the reward. The growth we experience, the wisdom we gain, and the peace we find along the way, that's the true essence of Stoicism. So I invite you to start your own Stoic journey. Integrate its principles into your daily life. Explore its depth and richness, experience its transformative power. And as you embark on your Stoic journey, remember, it's not about perfection, but progress.